So to make an object kind of grow from nothing to a larger size, here's how it's done. As you can see, I'm in Camtasia Studio right now. The project's open, but I don't really have anything on my timeline. So I'm going to take this image that I've imported and drag it from my clip bin down here and put it on track 1. Now this comes in, I believe, at a 5-second duration. So if I right-click it and look at the duration, you can see it's 5 seconds long. I can make it as long as I want it to be. Perhaps I'll stretch it out here, maybe 20 seconds long or whatever. But presently the image does not change size. As the timeline, the playhead scrolls across, the image does not change. My goal is to make the image change from nothing basically to the larger size. And here's how we do it. To begin with, you're going to want to have the visual properties open. If you don't see that, click more and you'll see an option there for visual properties. And if I go to my visual properties, the first thing I want to do is to take this image, and if I grab a corner sizing handle, I can shrink it down to basically nothing. Now it's at that size. That's, Camtasia's assuming that's the size I want it to be. So what I can do now is to put the playhead perhaps in the middle here, and then I want to click the Add Animation button here in the visual properties. And I want to grab the corner sizing handle and stretch this up until it's the size I really want the finished size to be. Now what happens is you can see that I've got this little arrow that has appeared on my clip. And if I zoom in, you can see there's a start point and an end point. And if I drag the playhead left, notice how the image is scaling to become smaller. So this means it's going to start off at this point, and then when it hits this arrow, it's going to begin to grow because I'm animating the change in the visual properties. Now that's pretty fast. So if I take this and click and drag it, notice I can drag it left and right. I'll park the playhead, and if I just click play, it grows pretty quickly. If I want it to grow in a slower pace, I click this edge and I stretch the little arrow out. So now it's going to actually grow in a slower time. If I wanted to slow that down even more, I could grab it here. And it's going to take a lot longer to grow. So to increase the speed again, you want to change so this arrow is not as long. And as you saw, we can click and drag this arrow left or right anywhere we want on the playhead. Maybe I've got some things going on. I want the image to be hidden while I'm talking about something, and then suddenly, bingo, it begins to grow from nothing. So hopefully that helps you out in better understanding how we use the visual properties to animate something from basically a 0 starting point to full scale. Thank you for watching.